folks, it's time for another Friday in the Barn. My teacher, Archie Templeton, taught me from the age of about 11, 12. I've got a bunch of tunes here from a band he used to be in called the Dalzell Highlanders. That is spelt Dalzell, and it sounds like it's written like Dalzell, but it's actually DL Highlanders, and he was with them in the 50s, I believe, and I've been going through some of this music, and some of the contrast between what happens today compared to how they were written then it's fascinating for me, and how you can turn over things that are evolved over the years and all that sort of good stuff. This is a tune they used to play. This was written out by a guy named John Boyd. It's Pretty Marion. It's kind of quite stripped down compared to the way we play it today, and I don't know if they did that on purpose to make it easier for a band to play, or it was like that. But it's interesting to see the contrast, and there's actually got a lot of notes in here that are quite different. I'm going to try and fumble my way through it here and show you what's going on. So it starts off, normally it'd be okay, that's quite embellished, there are lots of E doublings. On here it starts hang on, and of course the bowls are written open, and then in the second bar, now the bowls there, we'll play it today with a bowl from the C, but on here it's just a GD grace note. Yep, so that's that there, and it's quite interesting how that's changed. It's kind of, I think in the modern era, people like a lot more embellishments and stuff. I must agree, I like it embellished as well, but this is still musical without being a bunch of flashy notes. Third part, right. Oh, God. There's no repeat in this one. So, let's have a look at this one. This is the fourth part. So now it'd be so that's a lot more geared up, and where those GD grace notes aren't there. It's a bowl. So, and again, I think this is the fifth part. There's 8 parts to this. So, right. Back in those days, they were trying to. A lot of bands were. I'm talking about the 50s, like early 50s, 53, 54, all that sort of stuff. A lot of bands were like Tom McAllister. He saw these 6-party tunes and thought, let's make it an 8-party tune because we can maintain our sound throughout there, and it sounds really good. So he'd write a couple of parts for it as well. I don't ever remember this one being 6-part, but it's an interesting thing how they would pick a tune that's 8 parts to play in a competition. Anyway, this is the 6th part. So that's I'll just play that again because that's weird. This is again no repeats on here. So I would play it now. So that's really very different. I almost didn't recognise the music there because it's so different. Right. And then that's the, I believe it's the 6th part, or is it the 7th part? Anyway. Yep. And these bells are plain bells. They're written wrong in the music. They're not putting that little wah-wah bit before it, but there's no G grace down there. I don't know of many tunes that actually had a heavy bell like that. But anyway, that's what's on there. So it's just a plain bell. I find that harder to do than a bell with a G grace note. I find the G grace note sounds better anyway. So that's kind of a happy coincidence right there, right? Okay, that's the end of that part. Here's the last part. Oh dear, hang on, it's not written on the right lines here. Let me do that again. So that's just more or less the same thing again. I'll just play that again. Yeah, it's just a bit so much different from what we're doing now that it's a bit hard to follow. And this copy is a bit faded as well. That's written wrong. So it's just been written wrong, so it throws you a bit. So once again, at the end there, this is what we would play today. And then this is just the repeat, which the original one doesn't have. So well, there you are, and some interesting contrast there to see how things change. And sometimes you look at something from a while ago and think, oh, that's nice. Maybe I'll do that again. I don't know. Anyhow, it's been lovely to go through this with you, and I hope to see you next week. All the best.